All right, cabin comfort's good. Ice protection, off not required. Okay, next is the descent check, beginning with pressurization.
November 754.
Okay. All right, Delaware Coastal Automated Weather, 18375. All right, so if I want to do the weather here, this one, same thing. Boom. All right, you good with ATC for a second? I'll grab the weather at Delaware Coastal. Yep. I got him. Be right back. Now, where do we determine the aux need to be on for what?
We didn't determine that. Oh, for traffic.
Okay, without that, that's an auxiliary input.
That's the way it is in my airplane.
Okay. Maybe it's that way here, too. Okay, Delaware Coastal current weather is winds are 230 at 7, visibility 10, skies clear, temperature 28, dew point 24 Celsius, altimeter's 3000, and the decision or the density altitude is 1500.
3003 on the altimeter. Okay.
Roger. Guys.
Okay, so the RNAV 22. You've got the weather, the ASOS, so we don't need it anymore. We're talking to Dover, and 123 is the frequency you're going to need. So we can put that somewhere.
Yep.
We'll start the approach at 2000. We'll be at Huvix. We can expect 2000 at Huvix. And then we can capture the glide slope from there. And I'll go through the monkey motions of getting into approach mode. That's important. Okay, so minimums now are 321. And I go to menu, minimums, 321. Enter. And now I got minimum set up. So we're going to come in, and we're not going to do a hold. We're going to turn right to the inbound heading of 225. That all makes sense.
Okay.
Descend that down to 321 on the LPV.
All right, you want to do as much as is possible coupled to see how it does.
Do the whole thing coupled, yeah, down. And I'll disconnect it at the normal altitude, 500 feet above normal for me. 500 feet and go manual, and then we'll do the manual missed approach. And that was the other thing too, so if I hit go around mode, we need to pay attention to what happens with the autopilot and what happens with the RNAV.
Okay.
To see that it does continue to cycle. Now this one is going to pop up and say, do you want to continue? So,
right, same as before.
If you see that, I'll be flying manually. What I'd like you to do is say, would you like to continue, and then you press it.
Okay.
Okay, and then we continue outbound.
Sounds good.
And the missed approach is climb straight ahead. On the way in, rather, you'll see Reels and a Pappy on the left, and then missed approach is straight ahead 2000, direct to Zarvi. And then Zarvi's going to work out great for us because we'll go through the hold, we'll go through a couple turns in the hold.
Right.
And then we'll go inbound from Zarvi and we'll switch to number 2. So this one's going to be coupled on number 1, this one will be coupled on number 2. You with me?
Yep.
And it'll give us a nice smooth transition between the two. Alright, we're 17 from Huvix, so we got some time before we have to slow down.
Cheyenne 1, Julie Mike, cleared, cross Huvix, IROP 2000, cleared, straight in on our runway 22 approach.
Okay, Huvix out above 2000, cleared straight in for the RNAV runway 22 approach. Alright. And that's from 1 Julie Mike. Okay, yeah, it's over here. You bug it.
Yeah, that's not where I'm looking. I had it over here somewhere, and these have changed.
Okay.
So that's, you know, I don't need all that information, so I wonder if I can just change that. Nope. I have to go in and set that menu. Okay. So we'll make a note of that. I got to change that, put my VSR back up.
All right, well, do you want to put a reference vertical speed and airspeed in here?
You can if you like. So we can airspeeds. So that's airspeeds.
What do you want for an airspeed? You want to have a dial and approach speed?
I don't need it. I don't need that. I won't use it. So I don't see a VSR over here, so I'm not going to play with that now.
Okay.
What I'm going to start doing is descending. So I'm going to take this off.
All right, so you're hooked down to 2. All right, I'm going to arm you now. Okay, because you started down.
That's fine.
All right, 2000 is set and armed.
7 miles out, heading for 2,000. The green banana says I won't get there in time. So I'm going to increase my descent.
Yep, there it is.
I'm getting some vertical guidance up here, but we've already determined the autopilot won't see that.
Okay. Of course, the other way to fix that is slow down a bit.
I've done that. I brought the power out a little bit.
Okay. Okay, descent checks. All right, the fuels are on. Okay. All right, descent check pressurization. Set down to field elevation.
We got 7 miles after this turn. Yep, it's all set.
Okay, 3000 on the, or 3003 on the altimeter. You got that, right?
That twice.
Okay, recost dehumidifier. We're good to go. Next is before landing.
Yep, 3,000 for 2,000.
Roger. One to go in the descent.
Cheyenne 1, Julie Mike, change device reach approved.
Roger, 1 Juliet Mike. Thanks. I'll call you on the way out.
2.7, sending 2.
All right, we're over to advisories. Okay, we're on 23 now. 23-0. We lost. Okay, we're no longer with Dover. Is that cool, or you want to stay with them longer?
No, that's fine. What radio are you on?
Number 2.
Okay, so I also want to test both radios.
Okay.
So that's good. So you're working on this one, and then we're going to work on this one later on. So comms and nav should be checked for both.
Yep.
2-2, we just departed.
2.3 descending 2. Altitude will be captured.
Okay. Okay, we'll maintain 2,000 until established.
090 departing to the northwest, final call, hello, just press.
Oh, I must have hit the trim capture. It did capture, so I just screwed with it. All right, approach flaps, please.
All right, speed checks, approach flap select, we'll milk them in. Okay, flaps and trans. Okay, you got approach flaps on the left and right.
Okay, we'll go to approach mode.
Yep. But it does.
Humbles in 4, waiting for the glide slope. Approach mode is selected. It is coupled. And even though it says altitude hold, I don't have to worry about that, correct? Yeah, I don't think so.
We don't know that. That's one of the questions we had.
And that's why I'm taping it, so that we can walk through and see what happens.
Right.
All right, we're 1 dot below the glide slope. We're going to wait till glide slope intercept for the gear.
Now, theoretically, it should turn the altitude hold off.
Right.
Intercepts, that's what we thought. But other times before...
Gear's coming shortly. Yep, here comes the gear.
Okay, so that works exactly as we would anticipate.
Yep. Okay, gears down. Gears down.
Okay, 3 green, no red, waiting for the handle return.
Gas, undercarriage. Yep, it came up, undercarriage.
1 in the mirror. Got 1 in your mirror?
I do.
Brake pressure.
Set.
Okay. Alright. Okay, prop sync is off, props are to 2,000, we are in good shape. Okay, flaps to approach, gear down, 3 green, no red, manual return.
1620.
Landing lights and such on.
Descending 321.
Okay, you want your landing light on?
You can. Yep.
Recognition, we're good.
And give them a call, let them know we're coming.
Alright.
We're 4 mile final, runway 22. Right. We're on the glide slope, 1400, descending 321.
Delaware Coastal Cheyenne 521 Mike, RNAV inbound, RNAV 22, or about 4 miles out, low approach.
Okay, I'm going to use the red button to disconnect the autopilot. We're documenting what we're doing.
Okay.
2,000 is set for the missed approach, straight ahead 2,000.
Okay.
I'm going to use the red button to disconnect the autopilot, and then I'm going to use the go-around button to initiate the go-around.
Okay. Delaware Coastal, anybody in the pattern? Delaware Coastal this morning.
960.
Delaware Coastal to about 10 miles to the southeast, and it was clear when I just left.
Okay, Roger. 521 Juliet Mike is about a 2 mile final, low approach, RNAV 22 at Delaware Coastal, Georgetown. Okay. He said it was clear when he left. Haven't heard anybody. Okay.
I also want to see what kind of call-outs I get.
All right.
Red button, autopilot's off.
Okay.
Wow, a lot of nose-up trim required to be added.
Yep, that is very
A
common.
lot of nose-up trim. Speed's good.
Okay.
A little fast.
And flying it. All right. Yeah, that's perfect speed, I would say. Better to have a little extra than not enough. Okay, there's minimums.
Okay, cram, climb, and there goes the missed approach button.
Okay.
Clean, cool.
All right.
Wait, Cessna 1.
Okay, and advise when you want your flaps cleaned up.
And I can hold on for a second.
All right. I won't suspend until there it is. Okay, now.
Okay, activate mist.
Helicopter picking up north end of
All right.
Okay, it's back to RNAV.
All right.
to the south.
All right, flaps up.
Flaps coming up. Collected up. They're in transit. They're up. Okay, we're going to come back to radio number 1 and tell Dover we're on the mist.
Roger that.
Morning, Dover. Cheyenne 521 Juliet Mike on the mist approach from the RNAV 22 in Georgetown.
I had to cycle the altitude to get it to recognize it.
Okay.
13 climbing 2.
Cheyenne 1 Juliet Mike, verify positions 1 mile southwest of Delaware Coastal.
Oh, yes, sir. That's correct. Position checks. We're on the mist approach. 1 Juliet Public Mist for 22.
Roger, rate contact, climb, maintain 2000.
Up to 2. 1 Juliet Mike. 2.
Missed approach here. Climbing 2,000. 8 sets 900 for 2,000.
So here it's showing the course reversal coming
Yep.
up.
Yep, and we're going to do that.
Departure Cessna 2090 Zulu.
Then we're going to do a full turn in the procedure turn, and then we'll reestablish, we'll switch to NAV 2, and we'll do that one.
No, full runway 4.
Yeah, I'd like to
Yes, for the RNAV 4, yes.
to 0 Whiskey 3 if possible.
Okay, so something's up, because I'm off course.
Did you go to GPSS again?
I'm in GPSS,
Okay.
and it's not tracking it,
All right.
so
That's why right there.
NAV,
You got nothing on.
okay, so,
You got to have heading.
yep, so hit direct,
Okay.
activate,
Oh, you got to have heading on.
so when I went to approach mode, I have to go back and hit heading.
Yeah.
Okay, while we're doing this,
Okay. All right, looks good. All right. Dover from 521 Juliet Mike.
Cheyenne 521 Juliet Mike, go ahead.
Okay, yeah, what we'd like to do is do a 1 full turn in the procedure hold, then leave there and do the RNAV runway 4, opposite direction.
521 Juliet Mike, you have the meeting holding, cleared RNAV runway 4 approach, Delaware Coastal.
Okay, Roger, after leaving the hold, clear the RNAV 4 approach to Delaware Coastal. Thanks, 1 Juliet Mike.
and we'll just let them know what we're about.
We can exit the missed approach from that.
Okay, Roger, execute the missed approach from that one.
And I should be able to work in for an ILS runway 1.
Okay, yeah, that's ideal. If you can do that, that'd be fabulous. Thanks so much.
Absolutely.